Greetings campers, welcome to Farmeritaville. Today is Friday, November something, 29th, that sounds right. Anyway, it's Black Friday and a van full of us piled up and drove down here to Texas Renaissance Festival. I've never been to this Renaissance Festival. This is all brand new to me. I've only been to Scarborough Renaissance Festival outside of Dallas. This one's about 3 hours away outside of Houston. I've heard a few things about it. I've heard that it's a fantasy fair more than anything. I've heard that it's like a wild and crazy and a whole lot bigger than the Dallas fair. So I'm excited to check it out. Most of all, I'm not the one planning this trip. I'm not in charge. I am not the ringleader here. I'm along for the ride. So that in itself is a load off my shoulders, and I can really just kind of experience this for what it is and not overthink it. There's also a documentary about this fair on HBO or Max, whatever it is now, called Renfaire. And honestly, that title is misleading because if you watch that documentary, it wasn't really about the fair. It was about the crazy old perverted guy that runs it and three also weird characters who are trying to dethrone him and take over. Anyway, if you like Tiger King and manufactured drama, you will love that documentary, but I've watched it. And so it really makes this look like a three-ring circus, so I'm excited to check it out. I've been in the van for 3 hours and I have to pee, so I feel like that's enough of an intro. We're just gonna jump in and check it out. Let's cut to the chase. I know why y'all watch this channel. We haven't been here 10 minutes. We found the restrooms and I found frozen margaritas, ye old frozen margaritas. And I spent all last week in Orlando, so the fact that I walk up and they told me this drink was $13, I thought, man, it's so cheap here. Right off the bat, my first impression is, holy shit, it's people-y here. Like, I'd always heard that this was like a bigger Renaissance fair than Dallas. It clearly is, but attendance-wise, there's like a bajillion people here. Like, the streets are just dense with people that I'm not used to. It's also cold, which is strange, because this should be a springtime activity in the back of my head. Another thing I like about today's adventure is I'm not in charge. I did no homework. I know very little. And I'm along for the ride, as there are many of us that crammed into a van. And I am not the experienced trip planner as I might be in Orlando for this group. I'm just kind of drinking and wandering, which I'm good at. I've seen me do it. And Mrs. Farmeritaville, dressed the part.
I have an outfit.
She has an outfit. I have a hoodie and a camera. That's the part I'm playing. Their sign game is on point near one of ye old food courts, but they got that fancy old English spelling, hot or hottie dogs. That's French. It's a French dog. Very cool. Thank you. It's weird for me to be at a Renaissance fair when it's cool out, but what's cool is they're embracing the Christmas thing. They put up Christmas decorations. This is one of their Celtic Christmas weekends, and so there's a lot of people in costume, like that Krampus, and I've seen a couple of Santas and a couple of Grinches as well. Yes, I was very good at absorbing heat.
Are the crystals inside?
Now I want to be the parent at Disney. No, we have lightsabers at home.
Yeah, sick.
Is this the only rainbow one you have?
That's it. That's what we tell that
But it comes in rainbow colors.
What?
Is this the only rainbow one you have left?
Yeah, currently it is. I mean, that one's rainbow.
The shopping here is on point. My friend wanted the rainbow wiener necklace, but that one didn't work. And the guy said, our other shop might have one. It's exactly 250 yards that way. They know what's up down here. Check this out. This is cool as hell. Their wedding chapel renfaire weddings are not new to me. That makes sense. But real vines, real aged wood, like, that's cool as hell. I'm so used to theme park haunted housey stuff where it's like simulated. And I mean, I guess to an extent you could say this is simulated because it's built by design. But like the aging is real because the wood's in the elements, it's real wood. It's not something else made to look like wood. And obviously the plant growth is completely organic. That's cool as shit. And over here behind it, I don't know, I can't find an entrance into this. There's people in there sitting. But again, all of this lattice work, completely covered in greenery, real greenery. So cool. I bet they do a ton of weddings down here. This time of year, fall in Texas is pretty good weather-wise for the most part. You catch a couple of weeks. Yeah, Rose Garden Wedding Chapel. I was right. Multiple wedding chapels. With the point behind of the other wedding chapel. Again, the side-by-side of the big chapel and then the Rose Garden Chapel backing each other. They knew what they were doing when they laid this out. It's weird. All right, my friend just told me this. I didn't know. I'd always been puzzled by like the metal mugs that have like the glass bottom, and apparently the reason was because back in the old days they could sneak a piece of silver or coin of some kind in there and buy you a drink, and once you got to the bottom and saw that you had the coin, you've officially been hired. You're on my crew now, bitch. And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm sure that's how they talk.
That's correct.
Yeah. I honest to God didn't know that. I always thought it was weird that like the metal mugs had a glass bottom, but now I know. This is interesting. I just got my first beer of the day, a Guinness, as it is Guinness weather. The beer cost as much as the margarita, which I thought was strange. Normally, got a couple dollars difference there, but oh well. This is cool though, where my beer came from, the Polish pub. This is like the real deal, like all the mounts on the wall, stage in the back, big screen printed portrait. This is much larger than anything at Scarborough. This is so cool. A whole wall full of Bambi's mom. And the like wooden bleacher style seating. This is badass. I was just walking and talking with my buddy Dan, and something we noticed is fascinating is there's a ton of people here, like I said earlier, lots of people comparatively, but it's very quiet, like it's just kind of general background crowd noise. At Scarborough, there's not as many people out and about like in the lanes and stuff, but there's always a crowd nearby watching a performance of some kind because there's the constant background noise of a sudden burst of cheers and applause, hey, every so often from the background. We haven't heard that here. It's just general revelry and people walking around and drinking and enjoying themselves. So it's just a fascinating observation. Exciting developments. First of all, here's another set of bars. And I mean, this is theme park level bars. You can't walk 100 feet without there being somewhere else to get a drink. But this one just happens to look like a pirate ship with a big frosty mug of ale up there on top. But in the distance over here, past that bar, is this archway stonework looking place. And I told our friend who's leading the pack we should go over here. And don't worry, the pack is behind me. We're headed this way. And she said this is the jousting / firework arena, which is an interesting combo and one that fascinates me greatly. I'm curious about their fireworks situation, as at sundown they have a fireworks show here, which is something I'm not aware of at any other Renaissance festival. I keep my standards low because, as you know, I do fireworks, and literally last week I was on Walt Disney World property watching Disney fireworks, which is kind of the gold standard, I think, for like fireworks shows. But yeah, I'm very curious what's going on here. Okay. This is very old Roman Colosseum. The jousting at Scarborough is in a field. This has this lovely arena set up, which I like. And then, yeah, behind it is the pond. And I'm presuming over there on the far bank is probably where they shoot their fireworks from. And probably all 1.4 fireworks, if I had to guess. One of the other things I'd always heard about this fair is the cosplays and the period stuff is not where like Dallas is historically accurate. This is not, and it's more fantasy, and it definitely is. The people watching here is A+, very diverse, very fun crowd, both cosplayers and otherwise. Like lots of cool stuff walking around here. I love it. That's my favorite Krampus costume. That's cool. They have a pirate museum located over here in a giant pirate ship on the edge of the water. And I'm going to check it out. Pirate's life for me. This is cool. Different knot types, all the knots you would use for sailing on a ship. They got more firearms over here. The cannon, that's a prop cannon, but the firearms look cool. The hand cannon, ye old shotgun.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
I am headed to something called the Magic Garden, where I'm looking for the rest of my people. We've been separated. This place is huge. This is great. Like I said earlier, I'm not the one in charge, and it's fun. There's a childlike sense of exploration. Screw it, I'm gonna wander around, do my own thing. I don't know where anything is, I don't know where I'm going, and I kind of like that. This is cool. It's like Jungle Cruise on foot. Also, it's chilly out. I have no idea where this goes or how far this goes. Up ahead, I can only see an endless stream of people, which I'm following slowly but surely into the woods. Listen, backyard goals, that's all I'm saying. I don't even know if this walkway is the garden itself or the walkway to the Magic Garden. But my friends said they were over here, so I'm gonna keep looking. Found another Krampus. That sounded like my wife's laugh in the distance.
If it is, it's on the right side.
Well, then we'll find them. We have no idea where we are. I have found a rogue Dan, and now we are searching for the rest of our party together. I swear we've walked half a mile down this trail. It looks like my suspicions were confirmed, and that the Magic Garden is just the pathway we've been on in a big loop, which is now heading back towards where we came from. Very, very well done though, very scenic. And the chick from Brave is in the creek. That brings up another good point that Dan and I were talking about earlier. Was I've always heard this is kind of a fantasy thing, and like I mentioned earlier with the cosplayers and stuff around, the people watching, it's true. Like it says Renaissance Fair, but there does not appear to be a lot of rhyme or reason to anything. A lot of the decor in this garden walkway is cool, but it's all mismatched. There's like Persian and Asian influences and European influences, and looks like antiques that were just picked up at an antique mall. And I'm not knocking it. It's a very eclectic setting, and it looks cool. And now we have stumbled upon some sort of magic theater in the middle of the Magic Garden. Go figure.
Welcome to the last show of Thanksgiving Friday of the Lord of this Fool's Magic Show.
This place, like any good event, I think pays the bills with alcohol sales alone. Because you can't walk 50 yards and there's another bar, a full bar. Like that's what's impressive to me is the beer and wine areas don't seem to outnumber the full bar areas. There's a lot of places where you can get a drink, and a lot of them like this have a souvenir cup that you can get your drink in. I'm not going to hang on to this. I don't want to carry it around, but some places that seems to be the only option. I don't know where we are, but this little corner of TRF reminds me a little bit of Scarborough, because it's kind of an opening and there's like a dirt path and it's not super crowded, and there's some shops, and there is a stage behind me with a fire juggler of some kind, and this feels more like renfaire as I know it. But I'm overwhelmed in a good way. This place is crazy. I'm just wandering around with a good buzz in the woods, and I don't know where I am or where I'm going, and sometimes I get separated from my friends. This is cool. They have a blacksmith shop where it says you can be the blacksmith. Obviously crowd participation, but also the forge is in Dragon's Fire. Over there, the mouth of the dragon is where the heat comes from, and the bystanders can help hammer away on the metal with proper safety precautions, of course. That is cool as shit. Actually, it's hot as shit, but
Yeah.
I've never seen any Blacksmith demo ever where it let the audience participate, so that's pretty effing cool, honestly. I want to do it, but I don't want to wait in line. Also, I'm not entirely sober. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time I've ever seen a hurdy-gurdy being played live in front of an audience, which is pretty badass. While I was watching the band play the hurdy-gurdy, Mrs. Farmeritaville got me a beer. She got me the big commemorative double beer. I hadn't got one of those yet, which is fine. Nice big plastic cup. And I noticed that it is the 45th anniversary on the cup. The only problem with that is this is actually the 50th anniversary of the Texas Renaissance Festival, and I only know that because they have been touting it wildly in banners and marketing since we got here. So I guess they've been burning through these cups for the last 5 years, so maybe 5 years ago they over-ordered. That's badass. I love all the holiday decorations that they have up for this because, like I said in the beginning, a renfaire in cold weather is already strange to me, but honestly, like the backdrop of holiday decorations with the renfaire stuff, it's a perfect fit, and I really like that. No, I'm not a fan of cold weather, but the Christmas decor blends in here perfectly, exactly as it should. No, we have Diagon Alley at home. We're spread out now. The group is spread out among all these shops. Some of us are shopping. You can tell I've had some cocktails. But no, this is something else that's different and weird to me about a Renaissance fair. Again, only having been to one ever, is the nighttime element. It's starting to get dark, and there's still a couple more hours to go. But the temperature's dropping. It's very cool. It feels like the Christmas, like Christkindl, like old Germanic, like marketplaces. It feels like that. Everyone's in period clothes, and there's cocktails, and it's chilly, and there's trees, and there's Christmas lights and Christmas stuff. And it's a very different vibe than I'm used to for a Renaissance fair, but it's also very cool. I dig it here. There's also tons of artisans, handmade stuff, shops, and things like that. So, very interesting. It is now officially dark. Officially. Anyway, we found this pub right here that is decked out to Christmas and candles and all that stuff. And man, it just looks cool as hell. This is literally like a Christmas Wonderland sort of place. The Christmas lights and the beer. I cannot overemphasize the amount of places you can buy alcohol here. It's crazy. But yeah, nighttime Ren Fair, totally awesome. Totally unique vibe. Doesn't feel like a theme park, but it does feel magical. This is the Castle Oddities. It has two halves. It's a walkthrough museum type of thing. There's the Christmas Wonderland 3D maze, and then there is like the Horror Oddities Museum. Clearly, we're gonna do the Horror Oddities Museum side. That's my jam. Okay, Slayer's Castle, going in. I don't know how well this shows up on dark on camera, but like the facade of this is incredible. There's fountains, and I mean, this is a castle all the way, and and the period accurate Charlie Brown Christmas, and the nativity of zombie donkeys, whatever that is,
And a big old cock.
and the RoboCop. Mortivius Museum and Medicine Show, 100% genuine. Bad Wolf. I like this.
Good morrow and fare thee well.
Hello.
Are we looking for water?
Sure.
Welcome to Slayer's Castle. My name is Lady Spice. Have we ever been here before?
No, ma'am.
Wonderful. There are a few rules and regulations one must hear before entering the building. 1. There are no live actors inside this building. That means no goth kid with low self-esteem, bad eyeliner, and a chainsaw's gonna chase you.
Score.
Instead, you have to touch each other. I just made it more fun. Now, what we do provide are real live movie props from your favorite horror movies, video games, and science fiction films inside this museum of horror. The gentleman who owns and operates the building is an Oscar-winning special effects artist. This is his personal and private collection of real movie props. He says after 35 years of making movies, you should get your cameras out at the ready and take as many pictures as you wish while inside the museum with
On
a
it.
bloody sense of humor.
Done.
Please step forth and introduce yourself to Krampus.
Clappers! I love this already. Holy shit, this is awesome.
He looks awesome. Okie dokie.
Oh.
This is fun.
Gremlins. He said this is original?
Yeah, that's an original gremlin.
Original
she said.
gremlin prop from the movie. That is so cool. Alright, I like this already. It's campy, it's creepy. It's got awards and Splinter.
That's Scorpion.
Is it Scorpion? Oh shit.
That's Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
I'm drunk and it's dark.
So am I, and I still know.
I'm a dude and Andy's a lady, so she's clearly smarter than I am.
See, as long as you know this.
This is cool. Prince Caspian's
you.
air cannons. This is cool.
Oh my god, I just watched that season. Hell yeah.
More bodies, more armor. Silent Hill parts. Alright, alright. Oh. Very cool.
Oh, fun. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's very dark.
Pirates.
Screen used
Hellraiser.
Death House. Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, was that a screen use?
Alright. Toxic Avenger? No way. Traumaville. That's awesome.
These are screen used from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's badass.
Toxic Avenger, hell yeah.
Okay, I get go either way. I'm gonna go to the right.
Did you see up?
I did. I saw the monster overhead. Now there's a piece of a clown fragment.
Hell yeah! Starship Troopers!
There's like concept art, some of this stuff. Oh, that's an old school Distortions Dragon. I have not seen one of those in a long time.
Oh, that looks awesome though. Ring of Fire, I love that movie.
That's cool. They got the water in there with the little fog unit. This is an aliens and a snowman and a Santa Mermaid? This is awesome. It doesn't make sense, and I love it for that. Truly. Uh-oh. There's something in there. I knew it!
That's scary.
I was like, something's gonna get me. Screen use Starship Troopers 3.
Oh, look up. Starship Troopers. It's the brainworm.
Ah,
Brain bug.
hell yeah. And then the screen use costumes. Starship Troopers 3.
This is awesome.
Alien Warfare. I don't even care if this is legit or not. I love it either way because this is like classic sideshow. It's well displayed. That's what matters to me. It's well laid out and it's believable. The Jurassic Park stuff, American Horror Story. More American Horror Story. More aliens.
Oh my god, there's a Stargate. Hell yeah. I want this in my house. This is awesome.
Oh shit. It is, yeah. That is cool. Oh man, this keeps going. This is not, this is not as short as the Pirate Museum.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
More Stargate props.
Wait, I was just watching Stargate yesterday. This is awesome. Hell yeah.
I confess I've never watched Stargate, but I have watched the 1999 cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, it's on your arm.
I feel like these air blasts are being controlled by a person. I don't think they're on motion sensors.
Or maybe they're just time.
My voice is going, gone. I sound like a 60-year-old woman who's smoked her entire life. I see a strobe light and a zombie.
Oh
Ah! That's cool. Vlad the Impaler. Oh shit. Hello.
Did you enjoy your tour?
Yes. This is fantastic.
God,
It's been my favorite thing all day, honestly.
It is up and to your right. Good. Things are fine. Going at an angle. This was so fun.
Oh, we got stairs to go down. I like how hilly it is in here. And we made it! Ah! I feel like there's a scare supposed to happen.
Maybe they're on the Christmas side?
We're back by the Sea Devil Tavern, which we noticed earlier. Had a drum kit and crazy lighting. This is great. Christmas pirate metal at night. This is funner than hell. It's the end of the night fire show. I don't know what all that entails, but I know it's followed by fireworks. So here we go.
And now, let the fireworks begin!
All right, I'm impressed. I'm jaded by fireworks. I shoot fireworks. That was a shitload of 1.4 fireworks. That was a whole lot of product. It was all 1.4, which is exactly what I expected it to be. But they also had all the flame effects down on the arena, and then on the back side of the pond, which I saw during the daytime. I'm like, they're going to shoot off the back levee over there. That's exactly what this is set up for, and that's exactly what they did. And it was all 1.4 close proximity consumer product, the kind of stuff you can buy at the fireworks stand nearby, at least here in Texas. I don't know where you're watching. But damn, that was a shitload of it. It just started off the back and it didn't stop for 12 minutes. Wow, I'm impressed. That's very cool. Audio-wise, there wasn't really music. They were playing music, but the sound system for this arena is inadequate. Fireworks aside, just they have too small a sound system for this arena. So once the fireworks started, you definitely couldn't hear any of the audio. But it was essentially fireworks to bagpipes for 12 and a half minutes. So what is there to complain about? We are now making our way with the hordes to the exit. Now what's cool about this is a Renaissance fair with an end of the night fireworks show. It's awesome in an arena. The problem is the arena is not near the front of the park, so now there's very much a bottleneck of people, lots, like thousands of people trying to get to the front of the park at the same time. That was a huge arena. I bet that sat probably 2,000 to 3,000 people, and it was packed, standing room only. So it's impressive. It is impressive. This place does huge numbers. All right, it's late, it's cold, my voice is going out again, which seems to be a trend now. I guess my body hates winter. That's why deep down, I hate cold weather. From my core, I can't stand cold weather, but I'll get through it. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. There's probably some recommended videos showing up right here. You should definitely click on those. That's what the cool kids would do. And in the meantime, take care, stay warm, and go do stuff. I can't do all the stuff. You gotta go do stuff too. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye everybody. I'm gonna get in a long ass van ride back to Dallas.
Can't feel my face.
I can't feel my anything.